good day and welcome once again to Moments with Dr. Steve. I'm Dr. Steve Bonneberger. I lost my earbud. That's not a good way to start the program. How the heck are you doing? I hope your life is good. I love life. I love what we do, and I love the idea of being able to serve humans and help people get their life at the place that they want it to be and where it deserves to be. I mean, that's the big piece, isn't it? The big piece is getting you to the place where that your life thrives, where that your life foments value. Let's use one of those words, okay? And today we're just plowing as hard and as fast as we can. It's going to take a long time to work through the Writer's Covenant composition and compilation. Why? Because it is the essence of everything that I do. Yesterday, I've been in a melancholic kind of mood because of the things that have happened in our nation and the tragedies that we've seen take place. And yet this morning the Lord reminded me that life has to go on and we have to keep pressing, and that I have to keep pressing because there's people's lives to be improved. And so with that in mind, we're going to talk about do the hard work. This morning I have some great friends in my life and have always had great friends and long-term relationships. I build long-term value into people's lives, and people express and build long-term value into mine. It's a reciprocal thing. It's never 50-50, okay? Don't look at life like that. It's 100% and no expectation of anything in return. That's how you do life. But I was talking to a friend of mine this morning about his work, and he was telling me about the fact that, he's noticing that people don't do the hard work anymore. And so that got me thinking. And so I thought about the fact that here at Thought Pros, and by the way, go to thoughtpros.com and register and get some information. Get off the idle. Get out of neutral. Engage your life about Thought Pros. And I thought about kind of the progressions that we built. And the first progression is always writing, isn't it? We wish for you to write. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Solitude, and the piece on solitude is up and functioning. And our belief is that solitude is where God does the hard work. And don't lament the solitude. Celebrate it. Welcome it. And then partnerships. For you to get payment going into your life. For you to build a way for you to make an income, an extraordinary income. Based upon your intellectual properties, you have to do the work to build it. And so this morning, as we're starting to talk through this, I want you to think and concentrate on doing the hard work. I want you to think about doing the disciplined work. And not in the way of being a pedagogue. Please don't hear me with a whip and a chain, trying to drive you to the work. No. The work is joy. The work is celebration. The work is effusive. It brings out the best in us. The hard work is always, and I mean always, the best and solitary pathway for us. What's the hard work look like? Well, first thing we want you to do is choose sobriety. We're working on, and this is something I didn't see coming. My dear friend Steve, whom God has sent to me as an angel, is taking the way out. My definitive work on healing and self and self restoration, and he's merging it with 12-step ideas, and that's going to be coming soon. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm a person that loves and believes in sobriety and sober living, and I'm asking you right now to choose sobriety and to discard indulgence and to trample upon and stomp down self-induced stupors and declare your life, drug and alcohol and then gambling free. I had a conversation yesterday. The Lord is opening up these conversations, and I'll have a conversation with you if you just ping me, with a person that had spent their life the last several years in the addiction of gambling. And if you know me, you know I despise and abhor that stuff. And so the point is, choose sobriety on this day. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying it's simple for many of you, but I want you to press into that writing and composition. I want you to start each day with optimal reflection. Let's say that again. I want you to start and begin each day with optimal reflection. I want you to ponder, where are you? How did you get into this mess or this series of entanglements? And I want you to determine where you wish to be. And I want you to start working backwards. I think it was Stephen Covey that taught me the value of working in reverse, from the end backwards, to be able to create the process and to be able to really path and create like a telemetry of where you want to go, brick by brick. Each life, folks, listen to me really carefully, each life is a series of small and seemingly insignificant steps. Each life is a series of small and seemingly insignificant, infinitesimal steps. But there's a cumulative impact. There's an accumulation model that you must believe exists both within and outside of yourself. Surrender. There must be in the mix of your idea set, you must simply, and I use the word must here, and I use that term sparingly, but in this case I believe it is a must. You must must put in the mix with acute specificity. You must come to the end of your own rope. And you must see that the only and sole pathway to your full and total success in life, whatever it is or however you view that, is full surrender to God. And His protections and guidance can and will be your survival and then your thrival mechanism. Surrender. It's in the recipe. It's in the roux. It's in the bouillabaisse, Exercise. You have to get outside. You have to start walking and moving, swinging your arms and feeling the wind on your face and tasting the mist as the sun warms the horizon and evaporates the fog. You know, I have a favorite place where I go, and I call it the Cliffs, and it's right on the ocean. I look out on the Pacific, try to go there every day and have been doing that. I've lived here for 36 years. And I love when the wind is blowing fiercely and it hits me. And I love when there's salt, moisture, and it pings my face. I love that. Exercise, you got to get outside. Missionality. Well, in days to come, we're going to speak into at great length in days to come about missionality. But now, all I'm asking you to do is accept the idea that your mission in life exists. All I'm asking you to do is accept that your days, your future, indeed have a pulling quotient where the mission of God pulls you to it and pushes you out of your current life. That is all I'm asking you to do on this day, is for you to at least ponder the thought that that is possible. So do the hard work. What does the hard work look like? Choose sobriety. Discard indulgence. Write and compose. Start each day with optimal reflection. Brick by brick to build those small, impactful bits. Surrender. To put into the mix the idea that every day you and I must surrender to God. Exercise. Get outside and feel the mist and feel the energy of the elements and missionality. Just to accept the idea, that God has a greater mission for you, and that the entanglements that are starting and the fetters that are starting to leave you, maybe in difficult ways, are being pushed away by God, because God is pulling you forward into your mission. That is a great way to live a life. If you want to talk to me, all you have to do is send me a DM, and many of you are doing that, and I'm grateful that you are. The other thing that's been interesting is how many of you from all of the walks of life that I've had are finding these messages and sending me notes and reconnecting. That has been a pure privilege and joy that I did not expect. If you want to talk, send me a note. If you don't, just absorb the content and let it have its way in your life. Till next time, go to thoughtpros.com and register and get on our mailing list, and we're not going to send you a bunch of crap. Don't worry. What we will do is send you insight every day with the idea of inspiring you and then informing you and then igniting your fuel so that you start to live into your true purpose. Till next time, this is Moments with Dr. Steve. I'm Dr. Steve Bonenberger. Travel far, my friend. Travel far.